You're listening to Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk. Each week, your host, Polly Requa, interviews veterinarians and individuals in the pet industry from across the nation answering pet questions. Bark and Wag podcast is produced weekly for your enjoyment, and show notes can be found at barkandwag.com under the podcast tab. That's BARKNWAG.com. Please remember to subscribe to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk.
Welcome to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk. I'm your host, Polly Requa. Today we're talking to Nicole Scherer, Vice President of Labrador Connection out of Woodstock, Illinois. And today we're going to talk about being a foster parent. Welcome, Nicole.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming back. We had such a great response after your last interview. I wanted to bring you back to talk about if people are interested in being a foster parent, whether it's with Labrador Connection or another organization in their state. Can you just go through the steps of what that person needs to be prepared for?
Absolutely. So most rescues will all have the same process as we do. The first process is to go to the website and fill out an application, like I had said previously. Ours can be found on the labconnection.org. Fill out the application. Once approved, one of our volunteers will come and talk to you regarding being a foster home. We're just also the same as when you're adopting a dog, making sure that your house and everyone inside the house is on board. Once that is done, some people have very specific needs on what they are looking for in a foster dog. They only want senior dogs. Some only want puppies. Some can only take females or males, whatever that may be. When we find a foster dog that may fit for you, we contact you. You can then say yes or no, obviously, if this is the right time to foster a dog. When the dog is brought in, it's not always a glamorous process. Sometimes these dogs have never, ever been in the house, so they need to learn what it's like to be a house dog. Being a lab, more than likely, they don't care where they are as long as they're with a human.
or on top of you.
Yes, absolutely, or on the couch. So they're not always housebroken. They usually learn very, very fast that what they're expected of. Then they go to the vet and they are spayed and neutered, brought up to date on all their vaccines, microchipped, heartworm tested, just making sure that they're overall completely healthy. Once that is done, they are put on our website, and then people that are interested in adopting will apply to adopt these dogs. The foster home has the ultimate say in where this dog goes. They are the ones that know the dog best.
Okay. And so then they also get the home visit report, right?
Yep. They get the home visit report also. And they can decide, they usually will say, yes, this sounds like a great home for the dog, or nope, that's not what we're looking for. Mm-hmm. The foster home also has first dibs. And if they decide they want to adopt the dog, they can keep that dog and adopt it themselves, which happens all the time. Once the people have been approved, then they set up a time with the foster home and they meet the dog. The new home then has to wait 24 hours. And like I said, the foster family has the final approval on where that dog goes.
And recently, did you get an influx of dogs?
Yes. Just this week alone, we've taken in 5 dogs, ranging from 10 months old to 12 years old. One of them is very sick with heartworm, fleas. She's never ever been to a vet in her 12 years. So she is a mess, but she is loving living inside the house, and she's doing great now. My mom just rescued a golden retriever that had kind of a similar background, and it's so sad. I mean, it's horrible.
Just feels so sorry for the dog.
Yep. It's terrible.
But at least they're in a good environment and can have their senior years with someone that, loves and cares for them.
Yes. They deserve to have some good golden years.
Yes, exactly. And how long, on an average, do you say that a dog is with a foster
I would say for a completely healthy dog, usually about a month to a month and a half.
Okay.
Obviously, if they're heartworm positive or have some medical condition, it could definitely be longer. But average of a healthy dog, about a month and a half.
And do you take in pregnant dogs?
Yes, we do take the pregnant dogs also.
Okay. Well,
we take in everything: labs, purebreds, mixes, lab mixes, all ages. We try to take in the dogs that everyone else has overlooked. So we take in a lot of senior dogs.
And do the foster parents take them to training as well, or is that something that they're automatic? It's too quick of a turnaround time?
Some of our foster homes always put their dogs or foster dogs in a training class. Others do it at home on their own and just get the dogs their basic commands. Every adopted family, we always recommend taking their dog to a training so that they can learn their dog's commands.
And is the foster program something that's in at the Humane Society and the rescue shelters as well?
Yes.
Okay. So, because as I was talking to you, I was thinking, well, maybe we could foster a dog to help out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good. Just what we need, 3 dogs in the home.
Yeah. 3, that's not enough. You need a few more.
Yeah, stir it up, right? So then we could become foster parent, foster failure parents and have about 5 dogs in a duplex in the middle of Colorado.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for being on the podcast. Is there anything else you'd like to tell our listeners?
Again, adopt, don't shop.
Well, I look forward to having you back, and have a great day.
Thank you so much. You too.
Thank you for listening to Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk. If you like what you just heard, we hope you'll pass along our web address, www.barkandwag.com, to your friends and other pet owners. Have a pressing question for a veterinarian? Ask your question at barkandwag.com under the podcast tab. This has been a KFR production. Join us next time for another edition of Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk.